make like a librarian, synchro, 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 and then draw a desynchro at the end of your combo to make the librarian a nat beast.
Oh, that's crazy. That's pretty good. Yeah,
That's
I
neat.
was testing that
Yeah.
deck too, but it seemed like your
Like-
turn one boards, if they ever got broken, you
Yeah,
just didn't have anything.
it's a
dumb.
hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's a hit and miss,
like-
but
I remember Colossal versus that deck when they bring out like 3 birds. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, sweet. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, here's the
All right, well,
match.
match started. Looks like Lolly went
Lolly
first.
is playing Wally
Lolly's going
control.
first.
All right.
He
Looks
opened,
like
guard,
title,
title.
guard. Oh,
Yeah,
he opened it with
trade
trade-in.
in, and he
Okay,
had to-
okay.
He had an upstart too as well.
He's looks like he's gonna
Looks like
make
he's got
a Drago
pretty
sack
decent
here.
hand.
He opened the tree dragon with the title, so
Well, he'd have
he's
to banish one from his
he's
hand. Which
deciding
which-
which one to banish from his
he's
hand.
maining Typhoon. Is that a Typhoon?
That's a skill drain.
No,
Yeah,
the
but
spell
the
card.
spell card, yeah. I'm not sure. I can't see.
Okay, so he just banished Tree Dragon.
he he's
a
gonna-
skill
he's
drain in his
gonna
hand.
make a
He's gonna make
Stardust
Stardust.
dragon.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's strong. I mean,
That's fine.
If he's playing like the mirror match, it might not be so good, but he might know what his.
Looks like his opponent's playing Spellbook.
I can't see.
I can't.
If he's playing Spellbooks,
Spellbooks
then
can
that is
actually-
insane.
I can't tell.
I mean, they can like World Power or Temperance Power, but like that's really
they
it.
can like kind of deal. I mean, there are like things with Blue Boy Wisdom where you can like set up Fate for 3 pretty easy, but that's not gonna
We'll
be.
see what he's
The
playing.
Book
right?
Dream was crushed.
By
The book
Let's
Dream
just
was
say that
just
by
absolutely-
by
it was-
Dragons of Legend, the Book Dream was crushed.
There are a few people today playing books. Like
Yeah,
Garen,
Jared's
Garen
playing
is
it.
here.
Yep.
Jared Randolph's playing it. Garen Williams is.
Oh,
playing.
really?
Yep,
Yeah,
he
Garen.
decided
Oh,
to
nice.
He decided to still.
I
I
like
think they're
Garen.
both X1. I'm pretty sure. So
Is Garen playing the Justice builds? I believe he
Probably.
is.
Yeah.
he probably would.
Typhoon.
Yep, there's an MST to hit the Vantage.
Well, it
I
looks like
guess
it's a mirror match.
It probably would.
That's
be.
what I would assume right away.
Lolly just drew a second skill drain.
The thing is, I don't. I
And
mean,
it looks like
I like Lolly Manning Drain, but at the same time, if you play the mirror, like
Exactly.
He
Yeah,
was
I don't
saying
agree with
the
that
way he was
either.
explaining it to me
exist.
is that it's another at that spot. It's either going to be another trade-in or another consonance. So in the mirror match, if you set up a board and have skill drain, you can make them awkwardly make like if you're the opponent, you're gonna make a big eye or a Drago sack, and then you flip skill
Yeah,
drain.
and then you drain
they
and
they
it's
don't
super
they don't
awkward.
they
I
don't
feel
know
you,
what
I
it is.
feel you.
It might be a wing blast, and it's essentially done the same thing.
It's true. All right,
Oh,
looks
card
like we got a top
trooper.
deck
There's a
card
card trooper.
trooper
So
here.
yeah, it's a dragon mirror match. here.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely that's not
Looks
a very
like-
good.
That's
yeah,
not a
that's
very
not
good
a
rail.
helpful mill.
Looks like he's
but-
Look,
playing
he's got a
his
White
stone.
Stone. Did I see a Soul Charge?
I thought I did.
Yeah,
earlier,
he has a soul
I'm
charge
pretty
in
sure
his
he has a
hand.
soul charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that's not going to do him anything right now, unless he has. Yeah, he just
Yep,
passes.
yeah, but he
exactly.
passed. So it looks
He
like
knows.
his
He knows.
opponent bricked, and Lolly just drew.
Lolly just drew a
Oh,
fun
Lolly's
bug, right?
already
looks
That's
like he's
Blader
getting,
Blader right
he's
now.
getting bladered. Yeah.
Probably Blader. Yes.
Uh,
I didn't.
yes, he
see it.
did.
I
Yes,
think
he did. Yes, he
yeah. He did upstart as well, so his opponent would be at 9 to
yeah,
start.
correct. Yes, Lolly
Yeah,
played
Lolly
upstart.
played upstart. Yeah. I guess Blader is coming down.
Yep. Here comes the Crimson Chin.
Crimson Shin.
Yeah, that should be. I mean, he would
That's
have
the
to
card.
have quite a few trap cards to get out
Yep.
of this.
And this is pretty much going to be unless
See, but like,
I mean,
is
he
he
plays
his
like a
opponent draws a string of draw cards and then a trap to stay alive.
right?
Or if he plays like a Scarecrow or something,
Yeah.
like he could draw that.
That's so weird. Like, I
Is
don't
it
even
not
think
draw
Lolly's
versus-
hand was very good, and he had to banish cards from his hand to make it even decent.
think
And
his
then if he's
opponent-
just playing the mirror, he just gets destroyed.
So
Well,
there- so
if the
that-
mirror draws decently,
so
I
they-
guess
he scooped
in this
it
case,
up.
the mirror just drew
Clearly, the one Paul or whatever,
so
he
Lolly,
bricked.
this is important for Lolly because he plays cards that are kind of subpar in the mirror. So now he'll get as you saw, he draw 2 skill drains. So now he's going to be able to get them out of his deck.
Yeah,
do you
winning
guys
game
think?
1 for Lolly that's pretty huge.
Lolly's going to be his side deck is 3 max season 2 and 1 DD Crow.
2 Crow. He's citing 2 Crow.
Oh,
Looks
he
like
is.
Paul
is,
Ed Masu was playing 1 DD Crow, so I bet.
Oh, it looks like Lolly's actually only maining 1 Typhoon because he has 2 in a side deck and he drew it.
Yeah, he must not have gotten to the 40th card.
Who else had that
It's
problem,
Dirk?
Dirk?
It's a struggle getting to the 40th card.
Oh.
Sorry. That's
Sorry,
all right.
that was me. I'm too loud.
It's just like the mics are pick up a lot. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Yep.
All right, yeah, we'll try and be quiet. Just call it. I'm not sure. What do you guys think about his opponent revealing his deck? I'm not sure because with that weak of a hand, like, he literally couldn't do anything.
Well, it was.
I mean, it probably depended on
it
the
was-
Trooper Mill because he had a
That's-
Soul Charge.
yeah,
That's true. If he had a soul
that's the
charge,
problem
I guess
here.
that's. I mean,
And it wasn't totally unwinnable either. Like
yeah,
it's,
like
he just had.
Lolly's hand wasn't even that
all he
good.
had was a
Ollie's hand wasn't
Stardust.
super strong. I guess it's just the way it turned out. It seemed as if he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
so.
All right, so let me.
His opponent's bringing in DD Crow. Looks like he's looking for what to take out. When you side out with
I just
dragons,
saw Lolly side out a Soul Charge.
side out a soul
Yes.
charge. Yeah.
That's
Lolly,
Do
mid,
I? Like,
so in mid tournament, Alex has decided that like 3 soul charges might not be optimal because if you draw multiples, you're turning off your battle phase and your life points might get too low. So this is something that'll get like not proven, but like people will start to see like as the tournaments go on, like are you going to be able to deal with having the soul charges? Because I drew multiple soul charges, and
right. and
if,
just
if
sitting
you,
in
if you
your
don't draw
hand.
strong right away, your soul charges
Right.
aren't lit, and there's no way to
They're
come
minus
back.
ones.
There's no way to come back, so they're -1s while they're in your hand. So
So what do you guys think about DD Crow coming in? Because I know I didn't register DD Crow this weekend, and neither did Derek.
The reason
so.
our logic was that you can't, like, we didn't think you could play cards like Debunk and DD Crow because you can't really grind against dragons now because there's so many more free cards. And then I know Alex plays Miracle Dig. I don't know how many.
Oh, he's playing one?
Yeah, I mean, I know Ed Massey was. I think they're playing the same
Oh,
list.
okay,
So.
okay.
And then you don't want to grind against the rulers.
It
And
looks
then-
like Lolly took out his upstarts, too. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't.
I do
Yeah, you
not
should
agree
definitely
with
keep an
that.
upstart, especially because they're not even close to time. That was first game was so.
I think it's actually just because of lack of testing, like, to be completely honest.
Or-
like,
I mean, that.
Well,
be
it
the
could be,
case,
or
yeah.
he just want.
like
It gives you cards to draw into off max C. I mean, his logic is going to be, he found 40 good cards that he wants. But
I mean,
I know Patrick's theory is that you didn't find the best 37
Right,
that you could.
right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
so we'll see how things go.
I think this is going to be an alright game. Well, Paul's going to go first.
Yep.
So,
So hopefully he draws a good hand.
Yeah, hopefully they both have a little more interesting.
the expanded game states in
and
Dragons is actually really, it's
right.
really,
It's very
really
interesting.
hard.
It's
It's
very
really hard. And then, like, if your opponent is decent, they're just going to bluff you out. Like, they're going to, like, set 3, like somebody did against me in testing. He sets 3 back rows, and they're all, like, blanks. They're spell cards, but it influences their play
We
so
spent
much.
20 minutes trying to make the right play through it, and I had to take all the bluffs back.
Dirk's like, would it be easier if I just take all these into my hand? And then he shows me, like, a dead soul charge shrine and, like, a foolish. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my God. Like,
But
Right.
the
It's
field,
the
I had a
men-
bunch
the
of
mental
monsters. Yeah,
factor, I
exactly.
mean,
It's
yeah.
crazy. So he's starting off with the shrine for Blue Eyes and
once I think he's playing. I think he has a soul charge done if he shrines the blue eyes first over the guard, right?
no, it's my.
Not
He
necessarily.
has soul charge in his hand, but he has consonants, I think. So I mean, we'll see.
Oh,
There
sure.
He could have had like
sure.
2 copies of
Yeah,
Consonants.
yeah,
It looks like he just
exactly,
drew a
exactly.
soul
Way more
charge off
tuners in
that.
deck.
Oh, so he didn't
He
open
has-
with soul charge. He drew into
No.
it off consonants.
He might have had one to begin with. Let's see.
He seems like he's.
Or maybe he didn't.
Well, he sets one in pass.
Oh.
Interesting.
All right, so Lolly has a trade in, a mythic water, a redux. He drew another trade in, and a soul charge.
He has
Lolly
some
has 2
cards,
soul
doesn't he?
charges,
I think so.
a Flembo guard,
I don't.
and I think that's a maxi or
I think-
DD Crow. I'm not
so
sure.
there's a soul charge, a trade in,
soul charge trade in, soul charge,
guard, and the middle. There's the trade in.
See, like that's what I just said. Lolly. Oh, what's going on?
All right, we're back.
We good?
I think we're
Okay.
good.
But do you see what? Oh,
All right, this is.
what's going on?
We can kind of see. There's another shrine.
All right, so a
coming
dragon
down.
shrine.
I'm interested to see if he really did have soul charge. Like
Yeah,
we
I
all
am
thought.
too. Like what?
Because there's no real logic.
was no
to hold
incentive.
Soul charge. Like, I mean, turn 1 at least. I don't understand.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. It's
Did someone unplug the USB or something? Okay.
Someone bumped these.
Hey.
Oh, there.
Alright,
So he
we're
sent
back.
influence and blue eyes.
That's interesting. I haven't seen anyone playing.
He sent an
Influence,
influence dragon with shrine.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Well, he sent blue eyes first, then.
Well,
Influence.
still.
I haven't seen. I mean, you can debris it back. He might have debris in his hand. I don't.
He also can.
I think I saw
blue,
Tempest,
blue eyes
so
and blue eyes and influence
Oh.
make Star Eater too, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
That's
so.
nice.
true,
It's another
yeah.
little interaction.
I think I see. I thought I saw a Tempest in his hand, so he
Yeah.
could be getting debris, but I'm not sure.
So he
There's
plays
Charge.
soul charge now.
Do we know? I mean, I think
Maybe
we're
we-
pretty sure. But
I'm
maybe
pretty
we
sure
could
he-
have-
sure,
we
but-
could have missed saw. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's hard to see his hand, to be
It looks
honest.
like I don't know.
So if I were
What would you do, Dirk? How many would you soul
Dragon-
charge
two,
for?
Dragon Master
two,
deck.
I would do 4.
I would
I'd
not do. I don't think.
No,
I think I would
because
do
you're getting 2 blue eyes. If you get max seed and you pick 2 blue eyes, like a title and a tuner, then if they max you, just give him a +1. And
Thing is,
Oh,
like,
he
what
had a
is
title.
this?
Oh, you're right. He had a title in his graveyard.
I
didn't
think
see
he
that.
definitely-
That-
I think he
that's
should've
I
gone
think he's
for
gonna
more
go for
than this.
Heliopolis here. Obviously Heliopolis.
All right. Well, Lolly's hand
Alright.
trap in hand is not maxi. Clearly, it's DD Crow. So
Yeah,
I
it's a
think-
DD Crow. Yep.
Yeah,
Alright, I
guess
think Lolly's
that's-
getting OTK'd here. So.
No, he
No,
just
he-
Oh
used
no,
soul
he just soul
charge.
charges.
Soul charge.
Jeez, I'm
yeah.
slow. Sorry, boys.
So he's
I
just
should
starting
get him
Redox,
Tempest, okay.
Redox and a Tempest to hit the bluff. Trade in.
Trading, and I think I don't know.
I don't know
it
what the
is,
other one
but-
was, but they were both lost. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I don't. I would have gone for more off soul charge. I think like this just seems.
It was a soul charge.
Yeah, I
Follow
probably
his
would have
own
sold. I would have
charge.
soul charged for 4.
I think so too because I mean.
There's no
You
one.
went with-
If you
you
get
went with 2 blue
if you
eyes
get
and a
Torrent-
spark.
if you get it's just the cost of the life points is the only.
I
thing.
know.
That's about it. But like,
But
if
his
you- now
field
you
is
just
pretty-
you didn't. Now like
How do
he
you
doesn't
get
have to have
past
Torrential,
2
he could
blue
have just
eyes?
any real trap.
And I didn't think he had maxi, so there's no incentive to not bring out. Blue, yeah.
I guess Lolly is electing to not DD Crow this Redox. He's probably gonna wait.
Was it
for
from
the?
the? Did he
He,
say
he
from
might.
the
He might.
hand?
He might.
He might not have a DD Crow. I guess
Does,
we can't. I
does
can't
the other
see.
his opponent have 2 more cards in his graveyard? He's influence and a guard, so he might try and make Dragosack here, or he might go debris. It looks like he's gonna try and make Dragosack.
What do you think you would do, Dirk?
Well, I mean, there's debris.
I mean, Draco seems pretty strong, but
But
yeah.
that's
I don't
all
know.
of his
We'll
fuel.
see.
That is all of his. That's true. You have to be conservative a little bit.
So he's thinking.
I'm still just confused by this soul charge because he just thought like it doesn't now he doesn't have to have torrential to answer soul charge like a wing blast would have answered this Heliopolis and now
Correct,
like anything would have.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just got lucky. Lolly didn't have any.
Have
Anything
2
real.
traps, yeah.
Yep.
They didn't. I mean, yeah, it's like anything. It's nothing.
And then there comes the DD Crow for the title, yep. So
yeah.
he
Okay. So Lolly.
so he got
Yes.
to debate his redox summon first. So
Dude,
now
there's
he's
no-
cleared his
yeah,
old
that's really good
graveyard.
for
Yeah.
Lolly. That's really good for Lolly.
Yeah, that's really good for Lolly.
See now,
for
if he
sure.
actually, I think the correct play was honestly to summon debris. I really
think
do.
it was too.
I
like,
agree.
you
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we'll
Well,
see.
Lolly
Lolly
drew a
just drew a
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Well,
Then he has a soul charge in hand, so things are going to get a little crazy here.
Steve,
Lolly doesn't have a
grave to make
grave.
it. He doesn't have like a very good grave though.
Lolly's dead.
Right. Yeah. So
Lolly
the
very well
redox
could be
bounces
dead.
back to the hand. There's the
He's gonna
MST.
Typhoon,
So
okay.
there's Typhoon in games
Well,
2.
he's not
with
gonna
both
die
players
because.
dead.
Well,
I think they're scared of emptiness probably.
I know, but like, I don't know.
I mean, they
I don't
usually have
agree with
Spark
it.
with
well,
it,
Lolly
but-
can't. I don't think
Exactly.
Lolly will lose this game because all the dragons are, except there's a redox in his hand. All he uses Heliopolis.
Well, yeah,
so-
if Lolly-
Is
if Lolly-
Blaster- is
And
Blaster out
the
yet?
the cool thing is
Ooh.
that Paul's
good
max
draw.
Cs
That's
are
a
going to
really
be
good draw.
Paul's max
Ooh.
Cs are going to be turned off here as long as he is the Heliopolis. So
Correct.
yeah, as well as long as Alex is over 4,000.
Do you want to explain to him how that
well,
works
the
there?
Colossal will attack the Heliopolis for 200
Right.
to deck them
Deck 'em
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little tachyon trick.
There's
with
a,
Chalice.
Yeah, back
the-
with Chalice. Back
It's the
in
same.
day.
It's the number's 40 for that, and then it's 26 if they summon a Leo
Correct.
for the Colossal with the max Cs.
Well, looks like Lolly just drew a card trooper.
Looks like both players, right?
Wow.
And then
Okay,
so
that
he
is-
hit,
Oh my
so
lord.
he,
That's pretty good.
So he's gonna get the plus
Paul's a
one.
little bit on tilt now. Look
He
at
might
him. He's
be,
like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Paul seems like he's shaking his leg here. He's
a little
Get a
upset
little
with
antsy,
that. Mills
yeah.
a constant into the
Yeah.
trading in a trap of himself, and Lolly just casually mills 3 monsters.
I guess we see here maybe the downside of setting the trade
Sure,
in
there-
a bluff.
yeah.
I mean, like it's a respectable play for sure. I'm just saying.
What I would be wondering though is if Lolly didn't set any back rows,
would
he
have it
would he been
changed
able
his
to kill
play?
him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it all was through Soul Charge. It would be you're saying the next.
Oh, yeah.
the
I
fu-
mean, yeah,
yeah.
like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're saying. Like
right.
set up next turn
Yeah.
to kill him.
instead of making a Helio, we can make like Draco, double Draco. I don't know about double Draco, but something.
So Lolly's grave is Influence Stone Maxi.
Looks like
He has
4.
the-
What's the
he has
middle
water
one?
dragon.
That's a DD Crow.
That's
It's-
a DD Crow.
So he has
and then
3
a water.
dragons and a max.
And
So he can make the water and an influence into a Star Eater, but not
that seems
while
sub-
while,
seems
while
so
the Heliopolis.
subpar.
He has to
here.
answer Helio. So
It was soul charge for 2, correct?
Yeah,
so
Paul
so
Soul
Soul
Charge
Charge
for
for 2
2.
blue eyes, right?
Yeah, 2 blue eyes by Paul.
I don't think any upstarts were played either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because we saw Lolly side them out.
Well, it looks
so
like Lolly Soul Charges for 2 as well.
He might be bringing out these defensively,
that's true. It could be a thing.
Yeah.
and then he hasn't. Oh,
Oh,
he has
he
a
has a-
Dragon Ruler in his hand. That's sick.
That's quite clutch.
That's nice.
You feeling the scrap dragon right
So
Oh,
now you
look
can go
at him. That's the
scrap.
play.
Yep, it's
yeah,
the play.
Get another blue eyes.
Get a nice little draw.
We'll see if he plays. He might play the gimmick puppet to deal damage.
Oh.
We'll see.
That would be.
That's
nice.
it's one of the hot texts.
If that comes up, we have to apologize to Pat.
Yeah. And it's Scrap Dragon, so
Yeah, scrap dragon's definitely optimal. Right
Very
now.
solid.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Avoids blade.
And he'll be able to get to draw a
Perfect.
card off Trooper if
Yep.
he decides to destroy it.
Now, if Lolly draws a trap off Trooper, whew.
That'll be very good.
How
this-
does these
this game-
stones?
This game turned around pretty quickly.
Yes.
Do you think Paul opened very strong this match?
I don't know
I
what
don't
he was
think he-
doing with the soul chart.
Yeah,
really,
that's
but,
what I want to know.
Like I feel like he could have opened stronger than he did. I don't.
Maybe he was just afraid of Max C.
Yeah.
And then without a defense, because
Right, he
what
didn't
was
have
his
anything to stop later,
what was
right?
his
Oh.
back row? Was it a compulse?
It was MST, end phase MST, I think.
Oh,
right?
he just
yeah,
said
it was
MST
MST.
turn
It was
one?
MST.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, he
Lolly
just
makes
said-
Felgran in the mirror.
Yeah, MST turn. I'm not sure.
If Lolly is a trap
He's,
card,
like,
he's
out of
he's
all
allowed
his-
to make Felgran.
He doesn't
though.
have a trap. His trap is Barrow. He's bluffing.
Okay.
I don't think we do. Do
So
we
we
see
see
Vanity
Blaster's
Stain,
banished
that's
yet, or is
interesting.
That's a
Blaster
new
still
one.
in play?
The Paul's.
Yeah, it's
Paul's
Paul's
banish
Blaster.
is a Tempest and a title, correct?
Yeah,
And then
I
a
was making
readout.
sure
Wait,
Yeah,
when
Blaster's
did
not
Tempest
gone
get
yet.
banished?
He
Tempest got
searched
banished for
debris.
debris.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. I want to know how many tuners are gone for Paul. Because if all the tuners are gone, sure, you can make Felgran. No Colossal.
We don't know how many he plays. He
Right.
might play. There's
I
people.
think that was the second tree? Or is he only playing one?
He might only be playing one. There's people playing Corseska today
Yep.
instead of Influence, and I just think might be the smarter choice because it you compare the Corseska with the
Making
Blue
a
Eyes
level
to make a
8 is-
Zor,
Right,
and,
right.
and it makes Stardust Spark a lot easier.
Yeah, I
Whereas
agree.
if you drew the Influence instead of the Corseska and if you just drew it raw instead of searching,
Right.
it's
Right.
gonna create awkward hands where you have Leo Vanity's Emptiness or Even though the influence can make Trident, which is really cool.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of that card. You commit.
Right,
I mean,
right.
like it is an option, but you just commit so much. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But
Did you guys see the card that he drew off of Card Trooper?
It was Burial.
it's very from a different.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying it was Neptune.
No.
No. That would be
Well,
really
we'll find
big.
out,
So
I
the
guess.
Blaster's getting
Insane.
banished. Wow.
Wow, okay,
Wow.
yeah.
All right, so now look.
He could
so
be
he's
going
for
for
Colossal.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
guess is he? I don't know if he checked.
He's
are
gonna
there any
search. He's
warriors?
gonna search
No
guard,
warriors, right? Yeah.
and there's no warriors.
Okay,
so.
yeah, just making sure.
Well, when
Yeah.
he banished his blaster, would you guys get a read on that Paul has Burial in his hand?
No, I think he's just making
I
the
think he's
optimal
just-
play
he's just
here to
going-
get
Really?
to get the level 1.
Yeah, he just wants to go.
He just
hard.
wants the claws.
He just wants to Colossal, yeah. Because it's a play he needs to
Yeah.
make. He's not going
Right.
out of his way really
Yeah.
to give you a read. Yeah.
Well, I mean, only having a Redox.
I mean, it's
that's
gonna
the
come up
worst
to bite
one.
him. Yeah.
That's not the
If
worst one,
anything
but-
happens to this Redox eventually,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
he's
like
donezo.
yeah.
he's.
I don't know what he's.
He's looking at his extra deck. I
I
don't
thought I
know.
saw a Dragulon.
So he
I
plays.
thought I saw a 101 in there.
I don't know.
Really?
I swear.
There was some alti card we couldn't really. Wait,
Yep.
did he have,
Yep,
is his
guard.
hand? Is his hand already a tuner? I thought I saw a white.
I couldn't
stone,
see.
but
Oh, that would be.
That would be interesting.
Quite the
But
misplay.
So
Right.
here comes Colossal,
I'm sure it's not.
and then Lolly's at 6,000, so he's gonna take.
29 and then 19.
Yep.
Yeah, 29-19.
So 38. Leave Lolly at 12.
I like that. I mean, he had to push. I mean, it makes Soul
Oh,
Charge
Lolly
a little-
did Lolly just scoop?
Lolly conceded. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Soul Charge.
Do you guys?
Think it was correct for him to concede there?
Why wouldn't you at least look at your next draw?
Yeah, I could have seen his draw. Like, you never know what you can tell.
Was his hand? That's very.
Well, what about his
interesting.
next draw? What if you trade in or consonants? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, he could get the ball rolling.
Yeah, totally. All it takes is one card in Dragon's like no joke. One draw card, you snowball.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
Jor-
okay. Jordan.
Jordan's also not sure
Jordan.
he did life points correctly.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he only
that's
might have been wrong.
All right, well, looks like we're going to game 3.
I think
Yeah, I remember.
we might see Paul switch cards that are better for him going second. Looks like he's going to swap. I couldn't see what they were.
I didn't see what Lolly
trying
said
to see
either.
right now. It's
Yeah. But they're obviously optimizing their decks for who's going first and second.
So what do you guys think about the new Google Glass thing that's going on here?
That's really cool. He's
Yeah,
the only
I like
card
it.
shop around doing it.
yeah, it's innovative.
Really, really neat.
Yep.
I know they had Patrick do it. They've had
Yep.
had a bunch of people.
Pat did it round
have been
1.
doing it,
Oh,
yep.
Furman
Yep.
played.
Yep.
Chase/Aaron.
Chase/Aaron.
Chase.
I can never remember.
Is it Chase?
It's
It's
Aaron.
Aaron technically, but a lot of
People,
people.
I call him Chase.
Yeah, a lot of people say Chase. I don't know if that's like a nickname or what, but his actual name is Aaron.
Shout outs to Furman.
Yeah, shout out.
He's also playing the Quasar deck.
Yep.
He is.
Yep.
He is. I believe he's X2 at this point, so he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
Right,
the deck's
yeah.
not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Frazier's doing okay with it. I think Silver might be undefeated, and Jerry.
I know. Silverman's X1 at least.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
he was X1.
Jerry's at least X1. I know he lost round 1. So.
Yeah.
For all that bragging.
All right, well, shuffling's pretty much done. And we're going.
Looks like we're about to start. Yeah.
Ooh, Lolly drew a maxi.
And the wing.
That's
So
a good
Lolly's
card.
open.
Lolly opened
Wing blast and a dragon.
He drew the
That's pretty-
tree.
Tree,
so let's
Blaster,
see.
Tempest, Shrine.
Oh, this is
a
gonna be
broken
this is
hand
gonna be
for
a
Lolly.
very.
Look at him.
He drew free cards for his wing blasters.
Yeah,
So
that's
Lolly's
okay.
gonna end with Draco Maxi Wing Blast. That's what I think.
If he
that's the play,
if he
right?
decides to go for that, he might also choose to do a tuner instead. But
He could do that. I don't know.
it's really the Drago sack is a debatable play because it's easier to out. It leaves you open
Than
to
the Spark?
Blader to really strong hands.
I don't know if you guys have. I've seen a lot of people citing Electro.
A lot of people are saying.
Yeah,
Electro.
that's what I was
One of
just
the matches
thinking,
I was
like-
watching, a guy won a game where 3 Drago sacks were summoned within
Because
2
he took
turns.
them, yeah.
Yep, he took them with 2 Electrovirus and had Dark Hole.
Yep.
And then followed it up with Bandits for Dragons. And
Jeez,
yep.
Dark Hole. Like, that card is just so it's such a
So it
paradox.
looks like Lolly's
Oh, he's
going to go for
gonna
Spark
go for this.
Dragon.
He is
Okay.
going for Spark Dragon.
And then he can pair his Mythic Water with his Mythic Tree to make Felgrand or Heliopolis.
Yep, that's always a good
Yep,
play
it's
to
going
have
to
in
be strong.
reserve.
He's
Yeah.
going to have a trap card here to end.
Heliopolis is just gigantic.
Heliopolis is really
That's a
strong.
really
That
good
card's
card.
extremely unfair, especially with Azure now.
Yeah.
Because you get to
Oh,
end with
man.
Spark Dragon Azure, so there's no way. And then
Yeah, there's a lot.
the
of
the
unfair-
Azure the Azure brings the blue eyes back, and then you get to clear back. If they didn't make a strong enough play, you're just too far ahead if you soul charge turn 1 unopposed. So, yep, and it looks like
Oh.
Lolly's just going to go into Felgrand, and
Do you agree with this?
Wait, his tuner's influence though, guys. He's
Yeah,
not,
it
Yeah,
is
so he couldn't
influence.
open
exactly.
I
smart.
think I would have gone with the Draco set.
I thought the way you guys were talking, he had a level 1 tuner.
He could also but the thing is he can also negate,
negate the blasters,
so it
so it
doesn't
can
stay in his hand.
Sure.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
But then Colossal just.
Alright,
But
well,
he's
that's
wing
gonna
I
blast.
know he
He's
is
wing
wing
blast. So
blast.
I mean MST would be a really strong hit. But if
I mean,
he
we'll see Paul
oh.
here.
but if he summons Colossal,
Paul just passed.
I guess Paul's game.
That's
but,
game.
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay,
probably.
so
he
there's-
just drew a
there's a
consonant.
consonant.
Alright.
he's gonna use it anyways. And he looks like
He chose
the
a
stone
stone.
and another
Okay.
maxi.
That's sick.
All right,
That
Alex.
is- That is okay.
This is
okay.
very-
I would not be surprised if Paul just scoops right now.
GG,
This is
no
very
worry.
based.
This is
Very based.
based.
Yeah.
And
It's
there's
not
the
even,
Crimson
like-
Shen, and he's gonna search for the blue eyes.
Right.
Games 1
I mean,
and 3.
Paul,
See,
Paul will get
look
quite
at
a
this,
few
guys.
cards deeper
Look at
into
this.
his
Card
deck.
Trooper in a Dragon
Yeah.
deck with like
This-
no
this-
traps.
This is
Yeah, I
just
don't
like how it was
know.
at the beginning of the Ravine format. People
But at
liked
the end
cards
of-
like Trooper, and then it started to get phased out once people realized that.
At the end of the Ravine format, I played a Trooper at St. Louis. I think it was really good.
The trap count
But you
started to
played-
get
Yeah, the
increased
trap
at the
count
end of
went-
that format.
Yeah, I'm not
Straight
sure.
up.
Do we know Paul's list? Because like I
So
feel like
I don't think we
Paul
have
plays
those.
Scarecrow, I think.
oh, he does. Okay, so he doesn't play like
I guess he has-
real. Okay, but
I
I guess
think
if he draws into, he's gonna get a few
might-
cards deeper in his deck. Like
exactly.
he might have some draw cards.
I mean, he clearly doesn't have any traps.
I
from
just
his
he
first
just drew a
six, so-
shrine. That's not
So
really.
he has Tidal, Tempest. Looks like a
Shrine
normal.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not
Yeah,
going
it's
well.
not looking very well for Paul.
This is probably if he doesn't get something soon. here.
Well, he's probably feeling pretty good right about now.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's controlling
Got
the game.
two
as
maxis
per,
in his
as per the
hand.
name of his deck, he's controlling the game pretty well here.
Lolly control.
Based bucks.
I didn't see what he drew, but it looks
And
like
so
he,
looks
I
like
mean,
he-
he's setting monsters
if
into
he's-
play
If
here,
he's
like,
even contemplating about setting
con-
monsters, then the game is done.
I mean,
There's
shrine.
shrine.
I always feel like the most. You know, you lost when you start trining and like you're thinking about like things that you should, like. It's pretty obvious most time it's trying for. It's like
What's really interesting here is that Lolly has the Felgrand to stop Scarecrow, so. The,
Yeah, it's
Isn't
really-
it terrible how we all just call him Lolly instead of Alex?
Oh, my bad. Alyxander Lisgathe.
Alyxander, yeah.
Jeez, these mirrors are just so one-sided nowadays.
Yeah,
It is
it was better when it was definitely better.
The problem is that the deck is, I was telling other people that said it's less consistent in a way, to where you're not drawing the same like reproducible hands over and over. So the better players win when it's the same thing happening every time. So here comes Soul Charge,
Underblader.
gonna
under
get
Blader.
maxed.
So
Picks
this,
up Redux.
this is gonna,
Thinking.
so he's gonna be targeting cards like Card Trooper. Looks like Lolly's just gonna get the 1-for-1, so he doesn't have double maxi.
Yeah, I mean
in
that's a
hand,
smart.
which
if
is
you
smart.
double-
Right?
Yeah,
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 there's no
totally,
need. His,
totally.
It's also Earth for Redox if you get.
So there's three. He had Blaster,
He
which
could mill
is,
3 rulers there, like it still
and it
doesn't
wouldn't matter, right?
He already has
matter.
rulers.
he
He's
needs to
gonna
set
get-
a he needs to have a trap to stop the Crimson Blader. That's the real issue
I don't
here.
think he does. And this.
And
yeah,
Lolly's
this
gonna
is-
has the
yeah,
Wing
no
Blast
way.
to brick
Done.
him. He's
That's it.
to brick him.
over,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's at 28. Oh, can he Gaia? Does Lolly play Gaia?
Gaia wouldn't really mean much here.
Oh, yeah.
It would
Well,
just put
If
him.
he was able to summon another ruler.
I mean, you can make Soul Charge dead with it, but that's like not even. It doesn't
Yeah.
even matter because you're bladering him, so
Right.
Soul Charge is irrelevant. This has been a very fast match.
Yeah,
Yes.
this was
Yep.
pretty quick.
This was this. Yeah.
Most Dragon mirrors actually take really long because
Yeah,
people don't
it-
know how to like.
it-
They don't know what to get with Soul Charge. Like they're thinking about everything.
Yeah.
Like what if you have Torn? What if you have
There's
Max?
a lot of options. I mean, Patrick, he's right about like the expanded game states where both players have more cards is really. It's there's a lot more
There's a lot more
options. There's a
skill.
lot more options, therefore more decision making gives you more chances to mess up. So
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
rewards people who prepared the most and know the most situations. So
That's why some people actually prefer. Like, so I know some people actually like J-Day format because of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, everyone would always
Yeah.
have infinite cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dirk likes Tachyon format.
I love Tachyon format.
I mean, Dirk's a master of Tachyon format.
Dirk is the master of
I know.
Tachyon.
Shout outs to my late Cassian. I know he loves Tachyon.
Dirk still thinks his St. Louis deck was better than mine. Can't say that's true.
St. Louis was really interesting. We saw the Trigon deck,
It was Trigon.
the standard Trigon. We saw Pat's single blue eyes deck with the
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
handshake.
and with the Kid
Yeah,
Moto.
that's-
We
that's-
saw
that's
Card
enough.
Card D with Jordan. Winters.
Jordan and the
and,
balls.
and then we saw
Yeah.
and then we just saw my deck had no Trigon, no Card Car, and main
Draw
ref,
Maxi every
main
game.
ref
Ref
panel,
panel, yeah,
main
got
ref panel.